Okay.
Hello everybody and welcome back to JoyClicks. My name is Christian and today we are one day away from the Nintendo Direct for August, talking all about Smash Bros. Ultimate. So today I want to run through some of my predictions and my hopes and what I would like to see out of the new Direct. All the great things that we could be seeing from Smash Bros. Ultimate, I want to talk about it. So first off is the obvious introduction of new characters. So for me, I think what's most likely is we're gonna get 2 new characters. I know Sakurai at E3 said that because every single character is returning, they really aren't gonna be putting that many new characters in, but I still think there is potential we're gonna be seeing at least 2 new characters tomorrow. And the first I want to talk about as a potential introduction to Smash is K Rool. So K Rool obviously is a Donkey Kong representative. We only have 2 of those so far, and considering that Donkey Kong is almost the keystone of Nintendo, that was Mario's first game, that was the arcade game, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo was huge, K Rool has been gone for a very long time. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan, Donkey Kong 64, one of my favorite games of all time. I know the quality of the game is up for debate, but I love that game to death. K Rool is the villain in there. Also, huge fan of Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze has done very well on the Switch, on track to outsell the Wii U version of the release. Very good game if you haven't picked it up. But K Rool is not in there, so I would love to see K Rool get some representation in Smash next to Donkey and Diddy. Plus, K Rool is a huge fan favorite. They've been asking for him since as long as I've been on the internet, and yeah, I think it's about time. Another potential introduction I could see happening is a Gen 7 Pokemon, because Smash 4 on the Wii U did not have a new Gen 7 Pokemon. We had Greninja as an introduction, but we are lacking a Pokemon representative from Sun and Moon. The rumor is Decidueye, and that is what everyone wants to happen. I know that is what people are expecting. Personally, for me, I think it would be really cool to see Incineroar, Litten. That was the path that I chose for my starter when I played Pokemon Sun a year or 2 ago at this point. And I just think he's a more fitting Smash character than Decidueye. I mean, his design is basically a wrestler tiger. He basically has a WWE championship around his waist. Plus, now Charizard is back with the Pokemon Trainer. I know they have the option to let you pick and not be penalized or have to run through each version of the Kanto starters. While you play Pokemon Trainer, you can pick one, but I still think having Incineroar as a base Pokemon fire type would be great. There are 2 other characters I think are likely if we want to talk about third-party introductions to the series, and the first is a Belmont. Whether that is Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, Trevor Belmont, I think we're getting a Belmont in Smash. I also think we're getting a new Castlevania on the Switch in the near future. That's just a hunch. I don't have anything to go on there. But Castlevania is back in some capacity because Netflix, the series, is fantastic. I was a big fan of that first season last year. I cannot wait for the new season coming out in October. But besides the point, I think it makes sense for a Belmont. This is another one that everybody's been expecting. Castlevania is something so many people just associate with Nintendo. It would make perfect sense. Plus, they're already working with Konami to get Snake back in the game, so a Belmont is highly likely. Lastly, for a new character introduction that I think we could see is another representative from Square Enix, especially after the immense success of Octopath Traveler on the Switch and the great fan reaction to Cloud being introduced in Smash 4. I really think it's time we get another Square Enix rep. So I would love to see a new introduction from the world of Final Fantasy, or more my tastes, a introduction of the world of Kingdom Hearts. If I could have any character in Smash ever, and I had no other options, if this was the last and only Smash character that would ever be introduced, I would pick Sora. Because Sora would be amazing for Smash. My mind just races with the possibilities of everything you could do. Obviously, they probably wouldn't lean into the Disney side of Kingdom Hearts because that is just a whole other mess of legal rights. But Sora being introduced in Smash, if he is in Smash, he will be my main till the day I die. I really hope we get another Square Enix representative, even if it's someone like Sephiroth or Squall, or hell at this point even Noctis. I liked Final Fantasy 15. So I do think the new character introduction is going to be kept to a 1 or 2 new characters, but I'm not counting out the introduction of more and countless EKKO Fighters. So EKKO Fighters were introduced at E3 this year. They are new to the Smash series. Essentially, it is clones, like how in Smash 4 you could take Bowser Jr. and just pick one of the Koopalings as a skin. So I think we're getting new EKKO Fighters. How many, I don't know, but I can think of tons that just make sense. Dixie Kong to be for Diddy Kong, Shadow to go with Sonic, Proto Man to go with Mega Man, Miss Pac-Man to go with Pac-Man, Ken to go with Ryu. I really do think EKKO Fighters are a strong potential of showing up big at the Direct tomorrow. The ones I listed are a few that I think are likely to show up. I don't have any ones that I'm really pining for. I think it would be a really cool way to get more third-party characters involved for these series that are already represented, like Mega Man or Sonic. And on the Nintendo side of things, I really think there's a lot of potential there. Like I said, Dixie Kong, you could get any of the other Kongs in there, maybe a Funky Kong since we just got him in Tropical Freeze. But regardless, I'm expecting to see a handful of EKKO Fighters revealed tomorrow. So lastly, what I want to talk about as far as potential for reveals go tomorrow, I do think we're going to be getting some stages, maybe some item talk, but more importantly, we're going to be learning about modes. If this Direct is going to be the next step in framing Smash Bros. Ultimate to be the crown jewel of the Switch library for this holiday season, I really think it's time we start learning about the events returning or new to Smash Ultimate. Now, I don't know necessarily if they would go to the same extent they did for Subspace Emissary, because they spent a lot of money on those cutscenes, but even something as small as setting up event fights, so having cutscenes, or just some sort of connection or introduction to certain fights, I think that would go a really long way and add a lot to Smash Ultimate. Maybe you choose to fight Mario against Bowser, you get a cool introduction about the history of those two characters. Same thing with Mario and Donkey Kong, they have an even longer history than Mario and Bowser. Samus and Ridley could have a really cool one, similar to what we saw at the Ridley reveal. I really think there's a lot of potential for adding context to fights in Smash, so I would love to see them lean into that a little bit, even if it isn't as far as a full-blown Subspace story mode returning. I just hope it's in there. I know a lot of people are also begging for the return of Adventure Mode from Melee. Adventure Mode would also be just as satisfying for me to see in there, because having a single player focused experience in Smash really goes a long way to adding to the worth for someone who may not have full access to a group of friends who want to play the game constantly. I know I'm hoping for a lot tomorrow, and I'm not going to be disappointed because any Smash info is new Smash info, and new Smash info is exciting to me at least. But now I want to talk to all of you guys. Are you excited for this Direct tomorrow? Are you going to be watching it? If you're watching this after the Direct, was I right? Are you disappointed? Did you enjoy the Direct? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, if you're new to JoyClicks, be sure to subscribe. I really appreciate all the new subs, all the support, every single like. I see it, I read all the comments. It means a lot that you guys are here enjoying what I have to put out for you. I really enjoy making videos for you guys, so be sure to keep on liking, keep on sharing, and keep on talking to me, because I will gladly have conversations with anybody about Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, anything Nintendo, and of course always Kingdom Hearts. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, good vibes and good game.